In all reality, I should have told Joey. But I told Brian, and I'm telling you because you know the truth about Brian's paternity. So it only makes sense that I would also tell you that he is Joey's half-brother. And like I said, I left it on Brian whether or not he wants to inform his siblings of that news. Oh my god, he can't though. He can't. I hate that he knows. It's just one thing after another. Every day I worry about freaking Joey learning that he's the father of Charlotte. I hate the sentence itself. And now I have to worry about... It's just gonna ruin everything, Mill. It's totally gonna ruin everything that me and Joey have. I just know it. Nothing can ever just be good, good, good. There's always gotta be good, good, good. Wrench. Wrench in everything. How would it ruin everything? They are blood, after all. We really need to get away from the secrets. I'm also beginning to hit a point where this paternity stuff is only doing more harm than good. It's not true though. Joey is thriving. The less Joey knows, the better. The more productive he's been. Just not knowing about drama, just not being away. I mean, being away from Miranda it's the biggest rehab for him. It's honestly, in my opinion, it's not drinking, it's not drugs or it's Miranda. And I don't hate her anymore. I just think she is the gateway to everything that's bad in his life. He is so productive without her. He draws these tattoos all day, he practices, he's so good at his job now, he's moving up. It would just ruin everything. That's true. You and him may be doing great, but it is at the cost of everyone else's unhappiness at this point. I'm not saying that Brian Montgomery is going to start running through meadows if he were to accept the fact that he is an uncle and not a father. But I'm a grandmother, and I am denying myself being one to help my son so that he doesn't get confused in his life on what he should do. The less he knows, the better, but I do sometimes consider getting to know Charlotte. And now Gabby is an aunt. Brian is an uncle. We all want to be around this baby in some way. But I am keeping it a secret to benefit you and Joey. Wow. You've completely just changed your stance. You know what I always liked about you, Mel? It was your conviction in things. You're like the last of a dying breed. You're one of these Facebook moms who believes things and doesn't change her mind. And now you're flip-flopping. I'm in the camp where Facebook moms and people of your generation, we need them. You're strong. You're the backbone of this country. And now you're flip-flopping like a fish. Like a fish. I have not changed my stance. At the end of the day, I believe that I am better off not being a grandmother than being one. And I think it's better for Joey that he doesn't know about his daughter. But I'm also going with the flow. If the truth comes out, I'm not against it. So it's not me you need to worry about so much. I'm not the one letting cats out of bags. Okay? I just wanted to tell you the truth and what's going on and what could happen. Okay, then who, Mel? Who do I need to worry about? Who is it? If Joey were to propose to you, you would have a sister-in-law named Gabby. You would have a half-brother-in-law named Santo. Of course you know him. And you would now have another half-brother-in-law named Brian Montgomery. And it's that brother-in-law that you probably have to talk to. He is the one that knows the truth about his paternity, and he is now the one who knows that he has siblings. If you don't want the cat getting out of the bag, you have to talk to him. Because I do think finding out that he's an uncle and finding out that he has siblings and more family might have changed his perspective a little bit. I don't know how much so, but that's not for me to be concerned about. I have my own issues. So I guess I have to talk to him. It's just gonna be awkward, and he's just gonna be combative, and I feel like I'm on a ship, like the Titanic, and there's water at my feet. Do you actually love Jonathan? Like, are you at that point where you're like loving him? Because, look, I'm not your family, but even I'm shocked by this whole situation, that the Montgomerys are creeping in. I always thought it would be the Cartwrights. I always thought it would be my family meshing with yours. Not the Montgomerys. Not Seventh Heaven's eighth sin. It has come to my attention through finding all of this news out that Jonathan may be a victim just like me. It was easy for me to point fingers and assume that he had something to do with Junior's murder. But I'm starting to believe that maybe he did not. So to answer your question, yes. I am starting to fall in love with Jonathan Montgomery. I'm sorry, Mel. I worked with the man. I kind of knew him too. There's no way that Sal was motivated on his own to do that to Junior. I can't, unless he had that brain thing that sports people get, where he lost his mind a little bit. But no, I really do think that your boyfriend set him up. I'm sorry. There's no way this rogue Italian man wanted to do that to your grandson without motive, without money. And why would you say that? What makes you believe? Sal had problems. Everything you just said, just that whole history between him and Agatha, everything that happened with your ex-husband, it just feels like Jonathan did it to get back at Agatha, and he did it in such a way where if anyone questioned it, it wouldn't really make sense. Like, why would he go after Junior? Oh, yeah, because he wanted to get revenge, but, you know, going after Agatha would have been too, what? He couldn't do it. Yeah, he couldn't do that. I guess he loves you, so he didn't kill you. He could have killed Joey, but no one would care, except me. Could have gone after Gabby, but it just would have been too obvious. I'm sorry, that's what I believe, Mel. You're dating a murderer. Alright, well, this is something that I don't really want to talk about. We have other things to be concerned with. So, I appreciate your opinion, but you should go handle your issue. Can I ask if you fact-checked this all? Or are you just taking Jonathan's word? Like, did you make sure that Brian's legitimately siblings with your kids? Because it's a bold claim. Things really lined up. I guess it explains why your families have always been entwined, but still. Yes, I did. I did my snooping. I looked at the records that Kristen looked at. And it all checks out. My ex-husband dated and had a child with Stacy Montgomery. Therefore, Brian is in the world today. We're one big happy family. Or so we could be. If you just accept things. I can't accept things, though. I finally had the relationship that I want with Joey and a potential future with him. And once again, wrench. Melissa, the truth of the matter is, you know as well as I do, no matter how much distance there is between Joey and Miranda, All of our stories revolve around them. They will always be connected. And now, the truth is, they are connected through Charlotte Montgomery. It's strange. It's weird that Charlotte has Montgomery as a last name. But this is the man that you are pursuing. And you have to accept everything that comes along with him. If Joey truly loves you, then you don't have to worry about Charlotte, and you don't have to worry about Miranda. You know what I mean? If you still have those doubts, then there are bigger problems in your relationship. So I came home the other day after everything happened, thinking you'd be here, but you weren't here. You're here now, but I take it you're only here now to what? Break up with me? Again? Well, it depends. Like, finding out that the police took you. I just got back with you, and now I have to find out that the police took you, and that was a thing. This isn't what I want in my relationship, so it all depends on, like, what happened. Alright, look. I was really trying hard to not let things get to me. My back was against the wall. I felt very hopeless, and I spiraled. I hit my all-time low, rock bottom. I'm still here though, so I want you to see that. But I hit rock bottom. I went to Mildred, and I kind of asked to drink poison or something. I don't know. I was just a wreck. She took that seriously and called the police. They took me in, evaluated me. It was like a slap on the wrist, like crappy evaluation. They let me go, and I leaving, had an awakening, a never let that happen moment. You know, never again. I really don't like what you just said about the poison thing. You were gonna drink poison and just end your life. Like, I don't know if I can... Tiffany, baby, can you just let me quickly tell you what I found out? That has also, like, boosted my morale just slightly, just given me, like, a new sense of hope. And it's like the boy who cried wolf. You always say that you're gonna change and you're gonna be happy and things are gonna make you better and everything in between, and you're gonna change and just be that awesome boyfriend that I want. And you were doing it, and then out of the blue, you were gonna drink poison and just leave. Like, I can't get over that. That's very hard for me to... I don't want to be insensitive, but it's not my job as your partner to be your therapist. It's not my job as your partner to deal with all this baggage. I never experienced anyone like you in my life, and I'm sorry, but I've dealt with some troubled kids and some troubled parents and some troubled situations, and I'm not trying to put you down, but you take the cake. Thanks. Thanks. What else is there for me to say other than that? You need help. You need help. Like, serious therapy help. If you get that, I'll stay with you. But if you're not going to help yourself, then I don't want to be with you. Can I please, Tiffany, just tell you what I found out? Maybe it'll change your perspective too. Just give me that chance. Okay. What did you learn? My dad apparently dated Mildred back in the day, and he had 2 kids with her. My mom was the other woman in this situation. My Uncle Jonathan and Mildred's mother Agatha kept it hush-hush, This was what caused the conflict between my uncle and my grandmother, who gets to raise me. My uncle took a payout from Agatha to raise me, keep me away from the family, sweep it all under the rug. And I pretty much found out that I have family, new family. That the man that I despised and fist fought twice, almost killed, is my half-brother. And Gabriella Riley is my half-sister. And I don't know. I looked at them through a different lens back in the day, up until this point. But when you only have your uncle and an aunt who just fed up with life and family that's weird, Joey and Gabby kind of feel normal. They feel like siblings. Not so much Joey, I have a lot to work on there. But you know what I mean. It's nice to not feel alone. And I think that maybe that can help me possibly reconcile the stuff with Charlotte. Maybe it won't be so bad being an uncle. But just saying that also feels wrong.
Brian, if you think the addition of siblings and family is going to help you, it's not. Even getting your daughter back at this point, it's not going to help what's going on up there. You've been through too much trauma. You lost your fiance, your ex-baby mama left you, your grandmother died, and you did not grieve. I remember what you told me about being with Miranda. She didn't even acknowledge your grandmother's death. That was a blip. A blip. The stuff your uncle, a lifetime of your uncle, that's enough for therapy. The stuff you've seen, the stuff you've been through, you need help. And before you accept family, you need to learn how to accept yourself.
Fine. Tiffany, if you want me to go to therapy, then I will go to therapy. If that's what it takes for us to stay together and you to trust me and see progress, then I can do that for you. 100%.
I'm sorry. Just thinking about it, it's not going to be enough. Me coming back into your life, being your girlfriend, I can't. I'm like really done. You need someone else. I don't want a man with kids. I don't want a man who's possibly infertile. I don't want a man who doesn't know whether or not he's the father. It's too much. I'm sorry. Don't contact me anymore. I'm done. Officially. Need help. I'm sorry that I led you on. I'm sorry that I briefly said that I would accept you with therapy, but I can't.
You know, Tiffany, I put my best foot forward. I really tried to make things work. I'm sorry that I'm flawed. I don't know who you're gonna wind up with after me that has zero problems, that has perfect mental health and has no baggage. But I wish you good luck in that. Yeah, I am flawed, whatever, but I am what I am.
I'm sorry, like most of the other people in your life, that I hurt you. If you want to remember anything from me, just remember me saying this to you. You make it easy for people to hurt you. You try too hard. Goodbye, Brian.
I hope you remember saying that too.